Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm going to talk about the Fool card today, and it's got a lot of personal resonance for me, so I thought I'd do this video face to face, if you like. It's got a personal resonance to me because this channel is a baby. It is at the very start of its journey, and I will make mistakes because I don't really know what I'm doing in many ways. So thank you for joining me on this journey. But I hope in this I will also explain why I think actually the Fool is a very exciting archetype, is a very exciting place to be. And I think maybe, and I'd be interested to see what you think of this, is that we are living in a world where AI is increasingly infiltrating what we do, and the human touch with all its frailties and flaws is, I think, how we are able to connect to each other. So with that in mind, let's talk about the first card from someone else's portrayal of the Fool. So this is the Fool from the Point in the Tarot. It's a tarot deck from the 1970s. I think it's out of print. And I love his kind of colourful jester uniform and his sense of fun. And the Fool is like an outsider, but he can be, or he is a nice outsider that enjoys that position. Because as an outsider, you can observe. You haven't kind of weighed down by the same responsibilities. And this has got a brilliant guidebook, actually, this deck. It's very short, but I love it. It's kind of based on that Jungian kind of psychology and individuation and things. And for the Fool, and it puts the Fool at the end of the deck. And of course, we can be a fool many times in our life. It's a cycle that we keep returning to, that one of being a beginner. Well, it is if we grow. So we have to be willing to return again, don't we, to that position of the Fool. And this celebrates the Fool. So I'm just going to read quickly the very quick thing from the guidebook. So this is what the guidebook looks like. It's in English and German, so it's incredibly short, but it's brilliant. So previous to his psychic development, man is a fool because he has no notion of the possibilities open to him, of the mystical potentialities he may still develop. So this is kind of us. You know, we might be a fool as adults living a very kind of outwardly successful life because we haven't really ever taken that risk to be ourselves and to you know, tread our own path. And being yourself is like scary because no one else has actually done exactly that before, have they? So if you've always just trodden the path that's expected of you, that in a way, that conformity in a way is a type of foolishness, because you don't realize you're not in touch with your power, you're not in touch with your potential. As an accomplished adept, in the eyes of other people, he is again a fool because he has renounced fame and riches. Is the Fool perhaps hinting at the hidden possibility to consider the world as a gamble, as a crazy hurly-burly? Is the Fool not happier and in fact not wiser than all the other people? And I mean, that plays the heart of it, doesn't it? This is someone who's enjoying life and not taking it too seriously. And it's something that I need to remind myself as well. You know, don't take things too seriously. Try things out. Right, so I'm going to show you my Kate Bush card now. I could have chosen Sat in Your Lap, couldn't I? And I chose that for Hierophant because she has in the video she has that dunce's cap on. But I wanted something that had more of a sort of fresh enthusiasm about it. And I think this is the card. There are other possible choices, actually, especially from, I feel like some of the early albums like Kick Inside and Lionheart have that full energy. So I'll be interested, leave in the comments if you think any of those songs from those albums would be suitable. But this is the one I've chosen. It is from Ariel. It's not Bertie, because that was another possibility. It is Prelude from the Sky of Honey side. So if you don't know, Prelude is at the beginning of like a song sequence which follows an early morning dawn, the dawn chorus. Bertie, I imagine, waking up his parents all full of childlike enthusiasm for the day. They're very tired. And then it goes, you know, to the evening. And there is something about like a new day, that feeling psychologically that we often get and can get actually through having gone through a difficult time, and then, right, we're starting afresh now. This is the new page. I'm going to show you this card. I'm not really that happy with it. I've had several goes at it. If you've seen my introductory video, I flicked through this quickly and it was a little bit different. It was a bit plainer, and I think I prefer it now. So this is Kate Bush, and in the original photograph, which comes from the John Carter Bush book, he took a photo of his sister running across the garden, I think, and she's kind of leaping. She's almost flying, and I love her enthusiasm. And this is Kate Bush. I don't know, how old is she? 8, 9, 10? She doesn't know what's ahead of her. She doesn't know what life's going to bring. And behind her, this is Flower Meadow by Klimt. And I just loved the abundance there, the kind of, it's almost unreal, the amount of, you can't imagine that many flowers in real life, can you? It's almost like a Wizard of Oz colours. And yeah, I'm not that keen on the yellow. I think that's what I don't like about the card, so maybe I'll change that. I've added these birds. I liked the idea of this bird here, like clipping at her heels, because that is what it's like as well. We know there's a naivety in the Fool, but I mean, we know beyond childhood, don't we, that there are also threats there whenever we start something new. There are things that are going to trip us up, and there are people that don't have our best, don't have good intentions. So, which is also represented by this cat, Scarlet, who is my little black cat. And I suppose I was thinking about her and how she is with the birds in the garden, trying to catch them. And yeah, the day is full of birds is the lyric. So the day is full of that chance, that optimism. But there's also kind of, not all the birds, not all the fledglings make it. There is that almost failure kind of built in to what we start. It's also about accepting failure, I think, this card, on some level. And yeah, not taking yourself too seriously. And I like the fact that in Prelude it is Bertie speaking these lyrics, and then here we have Kate Bush as a child herself, and everything she has kind of ahead of her, and how wonderful that all that was nurtured, and that we have her music now, because that so easily could not, might not have happened. So that's my thoughts on the Fool. Let me know what you think, and thank you as always for watching. Bye bye.